This is the third morning that I've been here in California. The second morning here in Yosemite. Just leaving the backpackers campground right now. And the plan today is to do the Mist Trail and come on the other, there's another route that comes back all the way to Yosemite, and then I'm gonna take the bus all the way up to Glacier Point, where I'm gonna start the John Muir Trail on the Panorama Trail. So yesterday I met these two guys when I was getting my wilderness permit. That all worked out good too, so I got my wilderness permit with my half-moon permit. And these two guys, they're not doing a GMT or nothing, but they took me out for supper last night at the Mountain House. It's an incredible restaurant, beautiful place. I don't know if it's a 5-star restaurant, but definitely the fanciest place I've ever eaten in. And yeah, they bought my supper, and had a New York steak, 12-ounce New York steak. It was just so incredibly good. It was like a $40 steak, $38 or something. It's just incredible. And then with a baked potato and some green string beans or something like that. That was really good. I'm gonna go they actually camped right here. I'm gonna go say hello before I take off. Thank them one more time and start hiking. Yesterday morning when I woke up, I just packed everything up and went over to the permit office, wilderness office, and right beside it is the post office where I'd sent my first resupply, where my bear canister was in as well. And walked in there when they opened, and I asked them when I could. I walked in there and asked them for my resupply. I couldn't find it. I was kind of worried, obviously, because it had my maps and everything in it, and my bear canister and all the food that I really need. And so I got a hold of my buddy and I sent him my food. He checked out the tracking number, see where it was, and turns out it was actually delivered the day before that at like 9 in the morning. So I just walked back in there with the tracking number and everything, and sure enough they found it. It was there. It just didn't look hard enough. I don't know what the problem was, but yeah, I was a little bit worried. But and then 11 o'clock I got my permit for today, so I'm all back on track. Everything worked out. So today's the 5th. I should have started the 2nd, but oh well, can you do? So glad to be out here. Sure feels nice to be out on the trail again. It's been like 5 days or so. Wow, what an amazing trail. Oh, I think that's Half Dome. Well, I'm still climbing up on Mist Trail, and wow, it is quite a grueling climb. Especially with probably about 65 to 68 pounds in my pack. But I'm doing good. Passing pretty much everybody that I run into, so a lot of people are just in awe that my pack is so heavy. I've seen so many of these little lizard-like creatures. Well, I just finished the Mist Trail. I actually went about a mile further towards Little Yosemite campground, but I turned around and now I'm on the John Muir Trail where it connects with the Mist Trail, and headed all the way down to the valley again, and where I'll be starting, I'll get on Glacier Point and do the Panorama Trail where it meets up with the John Muir Trail, and that's tonight. I'll be spending the night in Little Yosemite, and the views are just spectacular. These granite walls, that is beautiful. A little building over there with the sign, that's where the end of the Mist Trail is. And headed down towards the valley again. take the bus. Man, it's just spectacular. Oh wow, it's a great view of Half Dome. Oh, there's the falls. That's a great view. Oh my goodness. Dreams do come true if you make them come true. All it took was one video of the John Muir Trail that I watched on YouTube, and it's just changed my life. I'm here and I'm loving every minute of it. Oh man, it's just absolutely incredible. this half dome. That's where I'll be on top tomorrow. Way up there. I've seen the smoke up there for quite a while now. Might be a little, I think it's a little fire. Smelt it this morning quite a bit. That's the winter route. These squirrels, they sure don't care. Wow, this trail is pretty amazing. Well, I'm back here, back in the village. It took me about 4 hours, maybe a little bit over, to get all the way up top to the Mist Trail. Came down the John Muir Trail, and oh, what a great hike. Oh, it feels so good to be out on the trail again. Heart pounding and lungs begging for mercy. I love it. I love every minute of it. I'm here at Glacier Point. Took the bus all the way up here, and now I'm starting the Panorama Trail. Go all the way up to Vernal Falls, and then so it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be quite a bit of night hiking, but that's all right, I guess. Still haven't eaten lunch yet. It's like 3 o'clock. So I think I'll do that in the next little while. All loaded up on water and got like 10 miles to go, so it's gonna be quite the day. So Nevada Falls is 5 miles. And I think Vernal Falls is 7 miles. And got to get all the way to Little Yosemite Campground today yet. I can see the falls way down there that I was at earlier this morning. What's up? How's it going? Yeah, and I gotta get way down there yet today. And a little bit further yet, so. Well, earlier today, after I was done the Mist Trail, I came down on the John Muir Trail, down into the valley again, and I visited the Ansel Adams Gallery and bought another SD card. And from there, I went to the Glacier Point bus stop right in Yosemite Valley or Yosemite Village, and $25 to get up to, well, it's $25 for a round trip, but it costs the same for just to get up here. And so yeah, it was a tour guide bus, and the tour guide, she was a lady, and yeah, it was just pretty funny. Lots of good information too. While we were coming all the way up here, and yeah, lots of good information and lots. Yeah, it's just pretty funny. Finally got to the top. Took quite a few photos. Painting of the Glacier Point, and I'm headed. I don't know if I'm headed all the way down or if it kind of just maybe goes around this valley here. Maybe it just goes around the valley, dips. Hopefully it doesn't dip down too low, and then up over there all the way to the falls earlier that I was at earlier. So there's the falls I was at earlier today. That's where I'm headed again now. Oh, I can't wait to be on top of there tomorrow. Dang, that's gonna be awesome. I just stopped and had a huge late lunch. Get myself a bunch of energy to keep going all the way to Little Yosemite. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I seen my first bear in this whole adventure. Didn't see a single one in Colorado, which I was kind of disappointed in. But seen one yesterday at the backpackers campsite and down in the valley by Yosemite. And I was just walking, just wandering right through. I didn't have my cameras on me at the time, but I was just wandering through the campground. It looked like a small bear, but I asked the ranger how old he was, and he had a collar on him that they were tracking him with, and it was he said he was about 7 years old, for 300 pounds, but it looked like a small bear. Well, crossing that bridge brought me to the other side of the valley, where I've been climbing and climbing and climbing. I haven't sweat this much on the entire Colorado Trail. My whole adventure in the 45 days I was in Colorado, I did not once sweat this much like I have today. California is hot. Which is not a bad thing, but just drains your energy so much faster. It's not very steep. It's actually a really good grade, but when you're continuously climbing for an hour or two or three in a row, it really starts to, yeah, you start sweating like crazy. Stink like a pig already. Yeah, these shrubs should be cut back a little. It's getting really hazy out again. That fire, there's a small fire that they just keep on letting it burn. And that's what's creating all this hazy weather. Holy moly. Oh boy. That is far down. Wow. I think those are the Royal Arches over there. I think that's what they're called. There's Half Dome, getting closer. What's going on, Raven? Well, I've come 4 miles already. See how far I gotta go. Nevada Falls 1.1. Alright. I'm not sure how far it is from Nevada Falls all the way to Little Yosemite Valley, but hopefully it's not too far. The sun is going down, and it is going down quick. So from this level, those two almost look the same height, but Half Dome is much, much higher. Whoa! Could have been worse. Alright, well, this is where the Panorama Trail meets John Muir Trail. I don't want to go down to Yosemite Valley again, nor Vernal Falls. So, come down there, and you just hang a right and towards Half Dome and Nevada Falls, which will lead us to Little Yosemite Valley. Nevada Falls, 0.2 miles. Half Dome, 4 miles. Clouds Rest, 7.2 miles. Yeah, this portion of the trail I already hiked. Oh, look at the views. Sitting on that rock right there with my feet in the water, soaking them, probably for at least 40 minutes. So yeah, that felt pretty damn good. I washed my one pair of socks, and a few other things too. And yeah, I just relaxed a bit. The sun's behind the mountains over there. I'm sure it's gonna get pretty dark pretty soon, pretty fast. Now, so I'm gonna boogie on up to Little Yosemite and camp and call it a day. This was a really good day today. It was day 3 here in Colorado, or here in California. Got some public washrooms. Yeah, that's where the Mist Trail meets the John Muir Trail. Right here, if you go right there, it's the Mist Trail. And well, I'm gonna see actually how far Little Yosemite is. Little Yosemite, that's only 1 mile. Sweet! I thought it'd be dark by the time I'd get there, but even with the 40 minutes of soaking my feet, hanging out with all the new friends that I made, pumping water, still not even gonna be fully dark by the time I get there. Yeah, all those guys that I met earlier, they did Half Dome today, and they just couldn't tell. They just couldn't say enough about it. It's just so beautiful, he said. Well, it sure isn't. Definitely not as hot as it was earlier. Once that sun goes down, it's so much more comfortable. Hope to get up nice and early tomorrow morning to do Half Dome. I mean, start around 6:30 in the morning, be on the trail already at 6:30 in the morning, and head towards Half Dome, and hopefully I can do Clouds Rest same day, which is doable. As heavy as my pack is, with 4 liters of water in it now, it's probably, I've eaten a few meals out of there already and a bunch of snacks, so I'm just guessing, but pretty good guess would be still about 70 pounds. and my pack has never felt better. I don't know what's going on, but all day today it's just felt awesome. And especially with them going up the mist trail with it, all the way down. I could have easily just left it in my tent or kept my tent pitched, put my bag in there and just grabbed a few snacks, because I really didn't need it up here. So I was going right just all the way back down to the valley. I went to Ansel Adams, and I could have easily went to the Ansel Adams Gallery. So I could have easily just gone back to my tent wherever it was pitched and at the backpackers campground. Picked it up then, packed up, and then gone up to Glacier Point. But yeah, I just can't believe how great it feels. My legs too, they're like friggin' iron. Absolutely amazing. My feet feel good. Love being back on the trail. Just makes my day. It's quite a few days there where I wasn't on the trail and missed my flight and everything. Is pretty stressful, so it just feels so good to be back out here and back on track and on schedule, and it's pretty nice. Really nice, actually. Hiking in the dark. Oh, almost. I'm almost up to the backpackers campground. Hopefully it's not too full. I can find a spot and pitch my tent and